And good evening. Welcome to the Aberdeen Civic Arena. The high school boys basketball season has arrived. This is Rob Waltman alongside Dave Palmer.
Hey, Rob.
And we're ready for action. Hey, Dave.
You bet.
It's echoing in here.
Yeah.
Is that me or the arena?
No, that's the arena.
Okay.
That's sound system. We're good.
We'll check with our producer, Talmadge. Everything good?
We
Okay.
sound perfect.
We sound awesome.
It's the
huh?
background.
It's the background noise. Dave, here we are again. It is the final act of these Christian nights. It seems like we've been following these guys for a decade.
Well, we've been following this group for 4 years here. That's this senior group, that's for sure.
Can they make it back to the state? I think that's I'm not worried about that. Can they go all the way to the championship? Well, it starts here tonight. They finished 7th a year ago, 21 wins. Tonight, James Valley Christian comes in, a team that won 10 last year. Has some size, Dave, coming in.
They do. You know, looking up and down their roster, they've got a handful of kids, 6'4", 6'5". I think there's a couple of Wallmans that are 6'4", 6'5", and don't know much about them, but there's some good size. I told you before the game, on our way up here, I'm 6'5", and I walk past those kids, and I'm looking them in the eye. So they really are. They're some nice sized kids, and of course Aberdeen Christian has some size to match. So should be interesting.
Well, we'll see how they start. Typically, the Christian Knights have started slow in some of these games over the years. We'll see how it goes tonight. Let's go to the starting lineups for the Christian Knights and the Vikings have been introduced. Dak Franzen, freshman 5'10". Landon Wager is a senior at 5'7". Landon Wallman averaged 21.6 rebounds last year. He's 6'3" and a senior. Ethan Bartholomew, how do you say that, Dave? Bartholomew, I think. A junior at 6'4". Isaac Corral, a junior at 6'4". The coach is Al Wager. And the Knights are starting as we have seen for how many years? It's going to be the same cast of characters. Andrew Brennan, a senior at 5'10". Jackson Isaacson, a senior, 6'3". Ethan Russell, he's an inch taller this year, Dave, 6'7", and a senior. Malik Weaker on the cover of the Hanson Anderson for the second straight year. The senior is 6'1" this year. And in the post, it's Caden Clark, listed at 6'3" and a senior. So Brennan, Isaacson, Russell, Weaker, Clark. They'll be a little deeper this year. The head coach, by the way, Matt Rohrbach, taking over for David Rohrbach, who's in Brookings, who won his first AA ball game last night against Watertown.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and Matt's no newcomer to Aberdeen Christian. He's played his career here. In fact, he's the all-time leading scorer, and only because Andrew didn't get to play in the state tournament probably that pandemic year.
Looks like we're ready for ball.
We should add too that Christian really look to see a couple, 3 guys off the bench. They have that strong returning lineup, but they look for Abe Holscher to see some good minutes and Ethan's brother Ellis, and then Joey Johnson as well.
That's what I mentioned. A little deeper this year maybe than we've seen in the past years, right?
Yep.
Here's Weaker with the tip and their first possession of this season. Oh, nice dribbling, and he lost it through traffic. And here come the Vikings running, but stole back by Isaacson. He'll attack the rim, feed to Weaker, baseline up top, Caden Clark. Swing it open, Isaacson for 3, short, rebound backside. Picked up there by the Vikings, Ethan Bartholomew. First possession. Wallman, here's the kid that scored over 20 a night.
Yeah, last year he really had a great game, if I remember right, against Christian. He's a good shooter.
He's a lefty and 21, 22-point night guy. As a junior, now a senior. Russell, an inch taller, Dave. Can you see it? A little muscled up, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a little taller.
Clark inside. Throw it out. There's Russell's first 3. That looks good. He missed everything. My goodness. Looked good from here, Dave. So the Knights starting 0 for 2 and a turnover to start the ball game. Scoreless here in the arena as we stream live on Hub City Radio. Trapping near the midcourt. Good defense by Christian.
Well, you expect a quicker start from Christian, but at the same time, it is the first game of the year, and everybody's a little jacked and wired and all the things that go with it. And might take a couple possessions to settle down.
Couple of air balls back-to-back Franzen fires one wide left.
You know, one thing to point out is, you know, that second possession there, Jackson Isaacson's continuing where he left off last year. He's kind of that guy who goes and finds steals and does some things you don't expect in a half-court game, but they didn't get anything out of that possession.
Inbounds comes to Corral. Ethan shuts him down. Good fake up top by Wager. Hits it right at the horn.
Nice catch and shoot.
Is it Wager or Wager? I missed it. W-A-G-E-R. Feed to Clark. We're tied at 2.
That's a good question. I'd say Wager.
We're going to go with Wager, huh?
Wager.
Huh? 2-3? It was a 3. Thank you. 3-2. James Valley Christian, that was a 3 a moment ago. Wallman for 3. No. W-A-L-L-M-A-N. No T there. No relation. Wallman. W-A-L-L-M-A-N.
Well, man-to-man defense here by JVC.
Clark into a double team and a whistle blows. Reach in. First sub tonight, Dave. Who do we have?
Joey Johnson coming in for Caden Clark. Joey's got a little different body type than we've seen in the past. A little taller, a little broader shoulders.
6'4" junior.
70s haircut.
He does. One-handed Weaker.
Nice put up by
that was smooth. Malik on his way to Jamestown College. He committed here, maybe a couple of months ago, I believe. He'll be a Jimmy.
Yeah, I believe it's Spencer Barr from Central is committed there as well.
Exactly.
And I believe they're Malik's sister, I think, is married to his brother. So there's connections. Got a little family connection. They're also best friends. So that's going to be cool for them.
Not too far away. Straight shot up 281, basically. Here's a jump shot hit.
Nice pull-up jumper.
Well, that's the second 3 by Wager. He averaged 12 points a night a year ago, and the visitor Vikings have a 5-4 lead over the Christian Knights, who come in ranked number 3 in the preseason polls. There's Joey Johnson getting to the rim.
Really nice feed from Malik Weaker, and could have taken that shot himself and hit the open man. They're going to end up with a and one potential here.
The polls came out, and no shock. It's White River 1, DeSmit is 2. We'll talk about this along the way. Christian 3. Castlewood in the mix. Faith getting votes. Missing somebody in the poll. Lower Brule is in the top 5.
Yeah, can't forget Lower Brule. A couple new guys in for Aberdeen Christian. Ethan's brother Ellis has checked in as well as Abe Holscher here too. So the Knights quick to the bench.
Ellis 6'3", blocked there by the Knights. I believe that was Holscher. Yes. Another bucket in transition. Was that Malik?
Malik Weaker, nice footwork. Taking it to the rack. Could have given it up earlier, but just took it himself.
9-5, Knight, 4-point lead. So it's as deep as we've seen the Knights go this early or in any game, isn't it?
I was just going to say, I was going to ask you, you know, with no lost players last year, returning everybody, and returning 5 starters, would you expect 3-4 minutes into the game to see 3-4 subs already?
No.
You wouldn't, but just kind of tells you that these, you know, this younger group's coming along and not afraid to sub.
3 subs and now a whistle. What do we have here?
We might have a double foul here. No, 2 guys banging on each other. I don't know who it's on. Kind of like an offsetting penalty in the NFL.
Ethan is tagged for run, right. Ethan gets 1.
Must be 24 and
24 and 4, and Bartholomew and Ethan Russell. So you have the Russell brothers, Ellis and Ethan, on the court now, and Ethan 6'7", senior. Ellis is a sophomore now, 6'3". Offsetting penalties, right, Dave?
Yeah, it's like nothing happened other than you get that foul that you don't want to get in that first quarter.
9-5 Christian. Just underway here from the Civic Arena. Rob and Dave, courtside. Caden Clark, high block. Throws it out. Malik faking right, driving left. Foul by the Vikings.
Christian's points have all come in the paint, right, Rob?
I believe yes.
Took a couple threes there early, but they didn't go in, and they just decided, hey, we got to get something going, and they've taken it to the rim, set each other up, and done a nice job running their offense.
Wager has
being a little patient.
Pardon me. Wager has 2 fouls out top. So Weaker has it. Into Clark. Open.
Nice drive and kick.
Jackson missing his second from the right corner. And the rebound by the Vikings. Through traffic, Franzen. He'll get it right back up top, picked up by Weaker. Tries to get a free shot. Defense collapses quickly inside. Nice move by Bartholomew.
Nice move. We talked about Christian's size and not afraid to go up quick with it.
Bartholomew is 6'4". Now Weaker driving, faking the pass, and a traveling inside on Malik. Andrew Brennan in. Ellis Russell checks out. And it's 9-7 here at the arena. 9-7 Christian. 5 minutes in.
Something going on at the scorer's table here. They're getting Mr. Zimmerman's.
A moment here. White River played last night. DeSmit played last night. Christian playing tonight. Joe Seiler jumped in a mere 37. 7 rebounds. 7 threes made in that ball game. So we're off and running. Jump shot on the corner. Brendan Hood, senior, 5'10", off the bench. No good. Rebound Russell. And a 2-point Christian Knight lead. He gives off to Brennan. Russell cutting through the lane. Brennan getting the play from the head coach Matt Rohrbach. In his debut here at the arena as the head man.
Interesting thing with Matt, it is his debut, but he has coached this group of kids for several years. He's been their AAU coach from, I think, 7th grade on.
Straight away, Russell, no. So there's no getting used to it. Everybody's used to, right? Been around these kids a long time.
Well, Christian yet to knock a 3 down and still maintaining a 2-point lead.
0 for 3, 0 for 4, something like that to start it off. And a traveling in the lane by Franzen. Couldn't have been a better fit, really, for Matt to slide in here. David goes to Brookings and to finish, to get these guys through their senior year. Just a seamless transition, I would imagine.
That's what you'd expect.
Matt has the dapper suit on. I have not seen that before. He is slicked up, Dave. He's got the tie. Does he have the tie? He's got the suit jacket on. Looks good.
And his shoes are tied, which that says a lot.
There's Ethan double teamed on the baseline and a reaching foul on the Vikings. Jared Wallman is the younger brother of Landon. He's in now, and he's a sophomore, and he was in on that baseline defense. He is 6'5", number 42. So a lot of size here for the Vikings. Malik coming off the screen, looking for the shot, hesitates, will take it right to the rim, and
nice.
Off the window hits.
Boy, beautiful drive. Kind of a floating shot right off the glass.
6 points for Malik. 6 of the 11, an 11-7 Knight lead.
And Malik's yet to take a 3, I don't believe.
No 3, that's correct.
Not just a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, Malik is so good at driving. For his size, he does attack the lane very effectively.
And a nice defense there by Malik, too.
Weaker has it on the missed shot.
Forced the guy into a tough shot.
Looking for a shot, driving again, feeds Ellis, baseline, and out of bounds off of Viking toe. Abe Holscher, Jackson Isaacson in. Isaac Corral and Huntley Steele, a freshman at 6'3" for the Vikings, check in. Brennan and Ethan Russell out. So we see the depth here, and if you want to go deep.
Nice inside play.
Yes, Jackson.
Jackson set his man up, cut hard to the basket, and assist by Malik Weaker there inside.
I think this depth will serve them very well come March.
13 points, all in the paint.
No threes yet. Not your traditional type here of ball that we've seen, Dave, over the past many years. It's been bombs away from the get-go, right?
No, and it's not that they haven't taken some. They've,
Yeah.
If they would have hit a couple of those shots, it'd be a double-point lead here. But kind of doing what they have to do. Nice D by Jackson. Didn't even know the ball was coming, but just great position and picked up a steal there. That's his game.
Yeah, he didn't even see that coming, did he?
No, he just was face guarding his guy, kind of read what was happening. And
so the steal out of bounds off the Vikings stays with Jackson and the Knights. 47 seconds left here in the first. 13-7 Knights lead. And Isaacson will toss it in to Abe Holscher, who will drive to the free throw line. Feed Russell driving hard to the rim, and he'll be fouled going in.
I thought he had a more open lane, that he was going to do something else there.
Looks like Ethan has been in the weights a little bit here. He's definitely a little huskier, isn't he? And an inch on that frame.
Yeah, he's just got a college basketball body.
Yeah. First points for Ethan.
You can't coach that. It's
No.
just it's a gift from God, and if you got it, work hard and use it. And so it looks like that's what he's doing. Kind of exciting to see where he'll end up.
Well, we talked about Malik going to Jamestown. Jackson's on his way to SDSU to kick for the Jacks.
Yeah, that's exciting. They won again today.
Yeah, they did. And we don't know where Ethan is going to end up. He hasn't committed yet, right?
No, not that I know of.
Not that we're aware of, correct. Inside, good
Nice,
look underneath by
speed
Corral.
inside. Up over a 6'7" kid. Nice score inside.
15-9, 21 seconds left here. Christian leading, and the final shot here to end the first quarter. Just starting the season this week. Girls underway. Boys starting here this weekend in earnest. 4 seconds. Weaker is fouled before he's able to trigger it away. And will it be shots? I think it'll be a 1-and-1.
You know, Christian hasn't made a three yet, but they really are got to be shooting a high percentage from the two. They've been great shots for the most part. You shouldn't make them, but they really are shooting the ball well inside.
6 first quarter points for Malik. A chance to have 8 here to wrap up the quarter. It spins out, no, on the 1-and-1. 2 seconds and 1. They'll get a half-court heave here, and no. So, mini producer, give us some bump music here at the arena. After 1 quarter of play, 15-9, Aberdeen Christian out in front of James Valley Christian on HubCityRadio.com. One quarter in the books. Rob Waltman, Dave Palmer at the Civic Arena. Aberdeen Christian Night Basketball here on Hub City Radio, streaming live. Starting 5 back in, backdoor slip. Ethan Russell collects it, stretching out, and will be fouled, and 2 shots are coming, Dave.
Yeah, you'd really like to see him finish that. Man, you'd like to see a guy that deep find a way to score, but obviously got hammered and didn't get it in.
Right back to the line where he was a moment ago.
You know, if I had to guess, I'd say Coach Rohrbach knows a lot of their offense needs to go through Ethan, and they came out of that quarter break saying, let's get Ethan a bucket here. And they are real intentional about that over the top entry from the top, and he's going to come up with a couple points here.
4 straight for Russell from the free throw line. The lead has grown now to 8, the biggest tonight. How long will the Vikings be able to hang around here? The kid Wallman there, he's shot a 3 maybe and hit 1, and that one an air ball.
Nice drive to the bucket by Isaacson.
Wow.
A little out of control at the end, but really a nice drive weaving through traffic. Too bad he couldn't have finished that.
Came in a little bit hot, hot at the rim, but yeah, that was nice. Jackson frustrated a little bit, coming back the other way on the turnover to give it back to the Vikings.
He's kind of an all or nothing guy. It's wide open, and man, you like seeing basketball like that.
Walger being double teamed and chased. He'll drive, run into Clark.
Oh, nice D by Clark. Held his ground. A lot of contact, but he's entitled to that position. Doesn't matter.
Malik to the rim, underneath, a little too far underneath.
Another drive where Christian right at the rim and didn't score, but that's
taking it hard to the rim tonight. Walger tries a 3, no. Rebound underneath, out top by the Vikings to keep it alive. Corral passes up a 3 now from the same spot. Wallman's 0 of 2. Brother Steele that is, picks up the rebound. Still alive. The Vikings battling underneath. Finally get a bucket, and that is number 22, Wallman.
How many shots was that? Half a dozen?
At least 3 or 4, and Wallman gets his first point at a timeout on the courts. So 6:35 to go.
30-second timeout for Aberdeen Christian.
Christian take the timeout, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. Timeout. Christian takes it. They have the ball, 17-11, just a 6-point lead.
You know, it'd be interesting to see what Christian does here, too. Coming out of a timeout, sometimes you look for something specific, and I think that's what they were looking for.
Ethan inside again.
They wanted to stop momentum. Let's get something we know we can get. And, you're going to the line for an and one. Good timeout, kind of stop momentum and time to gather yourself. And sometimes in those timeouts, stuff you say is lost coming out of the huddle, and it doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
But you know, with this veteran crew, they did their business right away.
Ethan has not missed a free throw, cashing in on a 3-point play. He's 5 of 5 from the line, hitting his first bucket there.
Russell has 7.
7 already. 5 from the free throw line. Nice spin. Franzen down the lane. He traveled. It was too nice, too good to be true. So out of the timeout too, Dave, we come with 3 more substitutions. Holscher, Ellis Russell, and Joey Johnson on the court again. So Malik barking out the play here. Nearly at midcourt. Screen set by Johnson above the circle. Malik wants a one-on-one, wants to go down the lane, feeds it back out to Ellis. Shot clock at 15. Back to Weaker to reset on the wing. Trying to get it into Ethan Russell. Now backing down, back out to Abe Holscher. Bombing it for 3, going to be no good.
Nice rebound inside.
Rebound, Johnson sticks it back in, muscles it up.
Just held his ground and established that position, and it came off to him. And
how about this? 5 points from Joey Johnson off the bench.
Yep. I would like to play with Malik Weaker. I could get 5 points inside.
I'd say that'd be nice.
But he's earned his 5 points.
Shot no good. Rebound Ellis Russell, 22-11, Aberdeen Christian. Foul out top. Weaker with the basketball. To the wood is Franzen. He'll get tagged with that one, I would assume.
You know, Christian's in the double bonus here already. 5 minutes into the second quarter, so Weaker will get 2 here.
6 first quarter points. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1 to end the quarter. And he has 2 shots here.
Another miss.
Wow. Un-Weaker like there.
I don't know. I'd say that is kind of weaker. Like, he's such a great shooter, and then sometimes he just struggles
at the
line for a little bit. But you know, he's the guy you want shooting that free throw when it matters too. But he has those little spells, probably like everybody does.
Gets one of two. 23-11, 3 minutes gone by in the second. Wager out top to Wallman. Work it down inside, double up. And the ball is loose. Ellis Russell comes away with it, ahead to Weaker. Caden Clark filling the lane. Weaker goes baseline all the way, feeding a cutter to the hole. No. And the rebound put back by Clark is taken away. Ellis had a chance there to put one in.
Yeah, Clark needs to go up strong with that, gather himself, and take it back.
Caden Clark just a couple of points tonight, one bucket. Steal by Weaker again.
Boy, two really nice possessions defensively for Christian there. Ellis doubled down and picked up a steal there, and then Malik stepped right in front and anticipating and picked another one up.
Weaker's first three in and out, no. And a rebounding foul, I think Caden Clark maybe. Or Ellis Russell. Which one?
That was on Clark.
Just the third personal or the third team foul
that
here
was on Clark.
This half for the Christian Knights. So the DeSmit Bulldogs, we mentioned White River won last night. DeSmit won over DeBrook. Had a little game, but they had 3 or 4 dunks in that one. The big fella, a couple of dunks, and the young junior George Jensen threw one down. He's 6'5" now.
Wow.
A lot of good teams in this mix with Christian, DeSmit, and Castlewood, and White River, of course. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, with Paul Roush going down there too, that's going to make that a interesting team at Castlewood.
Yeah. From Langford.
Yeah.
Refresh me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I think he is the all-time winningest coach, active coach right now.
He could be.
In Class B.
Shot missed by the Vikings. Ball loose, taken away by James Valley. On the run with it now is Hood, and he'll put it in. His first bucket off the bench, a senior guard at 5'10".
Really a nice bucket by the 30. Took it right at Ethan Russell and scored. I'd like to see Ethan challenge that at the rim.
So it's back to a 10-point game. Weaker slips inside,
nice
it won't fall. There's Russell, and he'll be fouled again, going up strong. Offensive rebound, free throws coming. Ethan has not missed tonight. I shouldn't have said that. He's 5 for 5. You know what will happen now.
Well, that's, yeah.
2 shots. Nope. Got it. 6 for 6 from Ethan Russell.
And Christian just continues to sub here. Just a couple of guys almost every dead ball.
Perfect at the line, Ethan Russell tonight. 7 out of 7 and a bucket inside. 25-13. Christian Knights leading. Wager bringing it down over to Hood, who scored on that transition a moment ago. And the steal. Back up to Wager. Wants to drive on Brennan. Step back, free throw line jumper. Falls out, no. And the rebound, Joey Johnson. Ellis Russell, rather.
Joey picked that one up. Kind of, neither one of them wanted it there for a minute. They were both boxing out, and Joey went and picked it up.
2:49 to go in the half. Probing is Weaker, out to Brennan, left wing. Johnson trying to feed inside to Russell, swatted away. Bad pass there.
Yeah, that was a forced play.
3, Wallman, finally in the corner. His first 3, he's known for shooting. That's his first one today.
Boy, they did not wait very long into that possession. If he's got a look, he'd take it.
Keeps him close, Dave, down by 9.
Yeah, if Christian ever makes a couple threes here, oh my.
Nice pass by Brennan.
Really
and
nice
Ellis
pass.
Mishandled it, gets it back, goes up strong for the second effort.
That's Joey Johnson.
I get those guys, their hair. Look at the hair, Dave.
Yep.
It's, right?
I told you last night I saw a kid that looked like Scott Bazanko. Everybody, going back to that 70s dude. Except for Caden Clark.
Yeah. You showed me that picture. It did look like Bazanko. So 1:40 left in the half. Malik Weaker driving, dancing down the lane, tosses it in, makes it look easy. His 4th bucket, 9 points.
Oh, Ellis picks up foul up there.
Yeah, and Ellis is number 15. Joey Johnson is 23, but if you just see the hair flying, it's confusing. So they come out. Yes,
it is our first game of the year too.
Yeah.
We'll know these kids.
Well, we don't see these guys over the past, right? So we got to get used to, right?
We got 3 months to get them down.
Here's Corral for
another
3.
James Valley's a 3-point shooting team, and that one possession where they missed 3 or 4 and ended up with a bucket inside, but they predominantly have been shooting threes.
12 of their 19 from downtown. Their 4-3 hit there. Open, Holzer. He'll try his 2nd one from the corner. No. And a whistle away from the basket.
You know, Christian has such a size advantage right now with who's in the game, and James Valley's really digging inside and picked up a rebounding foul there, trying to box Ethan Russell out, which sends him to the line.
Again.
He's got that seven in a row streak going.
Wow. They've all been nothing but net, too. Eight straight. Could hear that one up here. And looking for his 9th in a row. Got it. Wow. 9 out of 9.
That is like Brian Econger at halftime winning pop. It's just automatic.
Jump shot again by Hood. Rolls out. Ethan Russell up high.
High rebound for Ethan Russell.
Head is Jackson.
Get out of the way.
Spins.
Jackson's going to the hole.
Yep. Left it long. And rebounded by Wager. 31-19. We close down the first half. 25 seconds and ticking. Wallman. Oh, he missed his 3, and they didn't box out and collect the rebound. He got an easy one back.
Just kind of assumed it was going to come to him. Jackson there didn't finish that one off.
Final possession here, just a 10-point lead. 31-21. Holscher holding on the wing. Weaker. Opposite side gets it now with 7 seconds. And what will Weaker do? Will he pull up? 3, 2, and 1. Step back deep 3. He drills it. Wow. Malik Weaker coolly trots off the court after the most difficult 3 tonight.
That was 21 feet, 8.5 inches. That was a deep step back.
Well, we've reached our first half of play here to open up the basketball season. How about that, Dave? 34-21. Christian leading. for the second half here. Rob Waltman and Dave Palmer at the Aberdeen Civic Arena, where it's the Aberdeen Christian Knights opening up their season and leading James Valley Christian 34-21. All right, Dave, we saw a three deep rotation in that first half. We failed to mention that Connor Furman got injured earlier tonight in the JV game. Otherwise, we'd see a 4 deep rotation.
That's what it sounds like. They're going to have a 9-man rotation, which is awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it's a mix of size and quickness. It's you know, you just looks like Christian will be able to play a big man game and in a quick game, whatever you want to play with them, and you can kind of see what's happening here. They're really trying to guard Christian's guards, and they're taking it to the hole.
Good.
Really nice
cut.
backdoor cut.
Bartholomew gets to the rim. First bucket.
You know, that was one of James Valley's first really good set plays. I wouldn't call that a set play, but kind of out of a set.
Jackson gets the pass cross court, will drive all the way, and a left-handed floater. Second bucket for Isaacson. Straight away, Franzen tries a 3-0, and the rebound by Brennan. Off we go, 36-23. Andrew surveys, goes around a high Clark screen. He rolls to the basket, one bounce, nothing to do with it. Finds Jackson again. He'll cast it for 3, spins out of the rim, and over the back, Caden Clark.
Picked up that push foul there. One of them silly ones you shouldn't get.
Number 2 on Caden. Just underway here in the third quarter. On the run, Walker.
Boy, another nice entry inside, but shots missed in there.
Bartholomew can't finish it. Franzen tries a 17-footer. Russell gets the rebound. 6'7", Ethan Russell.
Boy, he's had quite a few boards tonight already.
Little high screen and roll action here. Russell and Andrew.
Nice feed inside.
Weaker got the easy one. 14 points for Malik Weaker tonight.
Well, Malik's been dishing them with everybody else. Why shouldn't somebody return the favor there? That was a really nice drive by Brennan. No-look pass inside to Weaker.
Wallman throws it inside Bartholomew. Knocked away. Taken away.
Good hands by Jackson Isaacson. Knocked that one away, and Clark gets credit for the steal.
Crossover. Andrew. And a whistle away from the ball. Oh, technical. Who's that on, Dave?
I think 22, but we'll have to wait and see here.
24?
24 picked up the personal, but
Yep,
I think
you're right.
22 got the
And that is
the T.
Wallman, Landon Wallman.
Too close?
We're fixing Dave's mic. Here's Ethan missed his first free throw. Maybe, I know that's a short little boom on there. You might have to just even cock your headset on to get it over in front there.
Okay.
You have a mini microphone.
Yeah, we're fine. You know,
see this compared to that?
Ethan's just frustrating guys with his size and posting up ability and cause that foul and the technical there.
Did he miss the second? He missed 2 of them. Made all 9 in the first half, Davey. He missed a couple here in the third. Ethan, 15-point lead. Jackson, as Ethan shot the technicals. Brennan hesitates.
Nice quickness by Brennan. Good drive to the bucket. Got fouled. Shoot 2.
Well, we've seen our first half of Christian ball, and Malik Weaker has been all over the country playing summer league, and David's showing on the court. Wow. I mean, he's always been wow, but he's wow.
Yeah.
You can see that he's played a lot of summer ball.
You know, and that bucket he picked up where Brennan set him up inside just kind of shows you what a unit this is that he can post up and get set up that way.
Russell, offensive rebound, another foul on the Vikings.
Boy, they are just picking up a ton of fouls.
Yeah. They're on the verge of the volcano erupting here. 39-23. As Christian has just toyed with this team. But this thing could get ugly in a hurry. Bad pass and a steal Weaker is chasing layup Wager. There's a couple of threes in the ball game, and now a steal and a deuce. 8 points. Weaker around a screen, keeps the bounce. Up top, Russell, no three. He'll drive it closer. Cutter is Ellis, brother to brother for a bucket.
Wow, that's nice. Good to see Ellis break the ice on a really nice setup by his brother.
First bucket for Ellis. Offensive rebound keeps the Vikings alive here as they're digging a deep hole.
Oh, nice find inside. Somebody lost their man.
Yep. Corral gets free for the easiest bucket tonight.
Oh, I made some comment to you that if James Valley doesn't make their threes, they're going to be in trouble. But they've really, points this half have all come in the paint.
Look at Malik Weaker through traffic, shifting gears, driving that machine like a Ferrari, and passing to Ellis Russell.
Oh, that was Joey Johnson again.
Again, Joey Johnson, pardon me.
That's about his fourth setup by Malik there.
That is. Got? 8 points for Joey.
Got 9 points.
And a free throw. 9 is right. Timeout on the court. We pause. 43-27 here at the arena. Midway through the third, Viking basketball trailing 43-27. Weaker and Russell doing damage here at the arena. High arcing three, no good. Run bound by Malik Weaker. His dribbling skills have always been exceptional, Dave, but wow, it may be to another level now. Is it just me?
He's playing well.
Calling out the plays, Malik.
You know, it's the first game of the year. We don't really know what James Valley's like, and don't want to put somebody on a pedestal quite yet, but he really is dominating this game. There's no doubt about that.
He's got a lot of tools.
There'll be plenty of games this year when they go play in some of these classics where can do some comparisons in. But I think James Valley's better than. I think they're a solid club.
Absolutely.
I think Christian is just kind of overwhelming them with their depth and quickness here.
I agree.
Picking up a lot of fouls.
I think
just trying to defend.
They're going to win some games, this club, for sure. Hood, right side. Gives it off. Driving now is Landon Wallman. He gets all the way to the rim.
Really a nice drive. Nice left hand.
Keeping it close, at least, 43-29.
That was one of James Valley's more patient drives.
Speak of Malik Weaker, he does it again.
Yeah, he made that look easy.
He did. 13 points for Weaker. Timeout again, 45-29. The lead extending here in the third, and we'll pause and be back in 30 seconds on HubCityRadio.com. timeout. Rob and Dave back here at the arena. Viking basketball. Wallman fading, shooting, tough shot. Rebound inside. Picked up by Jared Wallman.
Threw it away.
Well, Dave, 11 bench points here for the Knights tonight.
I was hoping you'd talk about that. That's been key. You know, Christian just has a lot of guys who can score, but when you bring guys in off the bench and they can get set up for easy buckets, that's a
9 from Johnson.
That's a nice thing to have.
And a bucket from Ellis.
You know, and the thing to another beautiful drive by Weaker off the glass. He just kind of smells it. I think smells blood and is going for it here, man.
15 for Weaker. Nice baseline drive. Wallman answers. He has 10 here tonight of the 31. That pass to Holscher from Weaker, taken away by Hood, and he'll fire from downtown. Okay. He didn't call it. He did not call that.
No.
Off glass.
No, but they still put 3 up.
They still come. It's a 13-point lead here in the third. Brendan through traffic on the bounce. There's Joey at the rim. Missed it.
Boy, I had a chance to go double figures and missed a point blank one there.
That would have been 11 for Joey. Nice pass on the move. Missed the layup. The transition bucket being defended nicely by Johnston. And do we have a foul, Dave? That
no,
was
Abe Holscher was right in there, and got tied. The big kid kind of had position, but Abe got his hands on it and jump ball. So possession goes over to Christian here.
It was Jared Wallman coming in from the side, the sophomore at 6'5". So back to the Knights it goes.
No, we talked about James Valley's size, you know, before the game started, and that really hasn't been a factor until these last 2 or 3 possessions. Their size has kind of showed up.
Here goes Malik again, baseline, again to the rim, another one. Wow, 17 from Malik.
Well, that didn't look like anything was there to the left side, and all of a sudden he's got another layup.
The freshman Dax Franzen, 5'10", trying to guard the All-Stater. He's having a big-time advantage right there. And there's Franzen driving, and he traveled. So think about that, Dave. Dax Franzen, 5'10" freshman. You got Malik tonight, buddy.
Yep.
Wow, that's a tough assignment.
And maybe Malik knows that, and that's why he's taking advantage of that. And that might just happen next week against a senior, too. I think that's just what he can do.
Here it is again, the matchup. Freshman on Malik. They switch, swing it around. Russell holding, gives it to Jackson. A minute to go in the third quarter. Wide open Russell. Oh, Hood now ripped off the pass. Going coast to coast to reach in on Jackson Isaacson.
Christian's been sloppy here, a couple 3 possessions outside of Malik taking it to the hole and scoring, but they've been kind of sloppy with the ball, which is kind of what you'd expect this early in the year. But really, they played pretty clean for the most part.
2 threes in the ball game for Christian, and 5 for the Vikings. On my card,
Christian really would consider a 3-point shooting team, and has not had to do that at all tonight.
No. Wallman misses another one. He's hit only 1. He's missed several out there tonight. Ethan probing, dancing, traveling.
Changed his pivot foot. Got a veteran crew reffing here tonight, don't it? Kim Zimmerman and Marty Wisemantle back.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long-time official.
Right.
Kind of stepped away for a few years, and I think officials are hard to get and had to come out of retirement.
28 seconds left in the third. Long 3 missed again by Wager, rebounded by Aberdeen Christian. They'll get the final shot here in the third. 49-34, the advantage 15. I think that's about as big as it's been here tonight, Dave.
Yep.
Never really pulling away from this club, but always separated by 10 to 15 points. Weaker with 4 and 3. A step back 3, good. 20 points from Malik Weaker on a 3 to end the quarter.
He's good at the buzzer.
He is Mr. Money at the buzzer. We go to the fourth. It's all Aberdeen Christian, their biggest lead tonight, 52-34 from Hub City Radio. To the fourth we go. 52-34 Aberdeen Christian pulling away here tonight. On their opener at the arena, a steal by Isaacson gets it back to Ellis Russell, slashing in and off the window it goes. 4 points for Ellis. Jackson the assist, the steal. And a 20-point lead now, Dave.
Starting to open up a little bit more for Christian here. Just
Three.
kind of taking what's there, though, too, and not,
Oh, yeah.
not forcing anything.
They really aren't. Second three goes by Corral. That is the sixth three for James Valley versus 3 threes for Christian tonight, but they haven't needed it. Attacking the rim with efficiency. Weaker looking for 23. Drives inside, drops it off to Ethan Russell. He lost it in a crowd, picks it right back up, spins underneath, and gets one to go on a garbage bucket.
And he stayed with it, picked up his ball he lost, and scored. James Valley's not going to go away quietly. They're gonna fire some bombs up here.
I said Malik had 20. I'm not so sure now. I was at it. The last several shots, I was writing his stats down on Ethan's card line. So I got that all screwed up today. If he's very close to 20. He might be at 20. They're both right there in the vicinity. Jackson Isaacson, 3 good. His first.
You know, in the past, Christian has had to rely on a three like that to get energy, and tonight they really haven't. They haven't shot the ball well, and they've found energy just by playing hard and making the plays that were in front of them.
I believe, if I correct my math here, Ethan has 17 and Malik has 19.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. 59-37, 2 minutes into the fourth. Freshman Franzen trying to drive baseline. He'll give it back for 3, misses everything badly. Picked up by Christian, and Weaker surveys the court as he comes down. Andrew Brennan will try a 3, back-to-back threes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's right. I just said 3 threes. There's what, 2 right out of the quarter break. Now 5.
James Valley with a timeout, trying to save possession here.
Knights are a little fired up here, Dave. Timeout, we'll pause as well. 62-37, early fourth, Knights rocking and rolling at the arena. Knights have exploded here early fourth quarter. Now the lead is the biggest it's been tonight. James Valley doinking threes all over the place here now as Corral's three comes up short. Rebound Knights.
You know, I just said something about Christian draws energy from threes, and they haven't had to do that, but they just made back-to-back threes, and they've got a lot of energy.
Did you see that?
It really does change the game, and
that's the
and
most
your
emotion
energy
we
level.
saw all night when
Yep.
they were coming off the court, right?
A lot of emotion from Coach Rohrbach, too.
James Valley with the ball. Jump shot by Wager at three is good.
Really a nice shot. Nice three.
That's his third, and he does have a nice stroke. He's a senior. Weaker surveys again inside. Nice
find.
feed. Wow. Wow. That's all you can say. Wow.
That was really a nice play. Nice drive.
Unofficially, Ethan has 19. Malik has 19. That's what I have. Other three short
game
by
is
Hood.
playing at a little faster pace here now, too, on those threes.
6-7. Russell brings it down. Feed it in the corner. Can Abe get one to go? Will it fall? It does, but it hits the
Hit that shot clock.
shot clock. It will not count. Abe missed a couple in the corner in the first half. That one in the corner here will not count.
And he'll get some to drop. He's too good a shooter to
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He,
not
he's put on
connect.
some, he's a little thicker here this year, isn't he?
Yeah,
Football.
He's grown up a little taller, and playing football really helped, I think.
I can see it.
And I think that's helped all these kids. That co-op with Roncalli has really helped these last 3 or 4 years.
A little disappointing. They got beat by, who was it?
Hot Springs, I
Hot
believe.
Springs, yeah, out west.
I
Thought maybe they were going all the way to the Dome, and Hot Springs had a little different idea. So it's a 24-point lead suddenly now here in the fourth. Walker out top, picked up by Brennan. Steps back on Brennan, way downtown, long. Jackson with the rebound, wants to push it a little bit. On the side is Brennan. Feed it back
Nice
inside
pass.
Jackson. Now Abe picks up the loose ball, takes it strong to the hole, and Holscher is in the books.
Nice left-hand drive. Nice finish.
Everybody that's seen the court has scored, Dave, tonight, and they've gone 3 deep. So 8 guys in the books. Wager slipping through, leaving it short off the glass. Offensive rebound, right back to Wager. He'll fire the 3. That'll be short. Rebound put back. Wallman, no. And the rebound tapped around, picked up by Aberdeen Christian Joey Johnston. 3.
Nice pass ahead.
Oh, boy.
Boy, that
Jackson.
was a beautiful no-look pass to Jackson Isaacson from Malik Weaker.
9 for Jackson.
If the kid wants to run the floor, just reward him with a pass like that. That was great.
What do you think they averaged last year? Was it like low 60s, mid 60s maybe, this team? The last couple of years, 65-ish?
Probably in the 60s.
Yeah. This is a team, Dave, they could average at the 70s
You know, and
with the depth they have.
Pretty slow and methodical that first half, too.
Weaker wanted a 3. Into Jackson. Turnaround off glass, another one. 3 guys in double digits. Jackson joining that group tonight with that bucket. 2:50 to go, so we're at 70 points now.
Jackson's picked up 7 here real quick. Which he's an explosive player. If he can, he's capable of that.
Have Jackson for 11, Ethan for 19, and Malik for 19. Looks like they're done for the night. Joey Johnston checks out. He has a nice 9 off the bench.
Flirting with a pushing 20-point lead, and all of a sudden it's almost a 30-point lead.
Wow. Yeah, that is the way the Knights have been over the years. Brendan Stapp getting set to check in.
Oh. Deflection there by Ethan Russell.
Could have had a dunk the other way maybe, huh? Ethan would have got a hold of that one.
Oh.
Joey Johnson, no, it's Ethan Russell with the reach in around.
Ellis Russell.
Ellen, God, good grief, there's
Ellis.
too many Ethans and Ellises, and
No.
it's Ellis.
That's why we're a good team. I'll correct all
You
those
always
things
keep
for you.
me online, yeah. Inbounds. Wide open 3. Bartholomew missed it badly.
I like Ellis's game. He just got a nose for the ball.
Final 2.5 to go. Ethan, step back three, gonna come up short. Lager the rebound. James Valley just keeps casting up threes. Nothing really falling here tonight for them. They've made a few, but they've missed a lot more than they've taken. 5 or 6 made, maybe taken 17, 18 maybe.
Yeah, not afraid to take it either. Real quick.
Bartholomew goes to the line.
You know they're going to have some games where they're shoot 40, 50%. That's going to be a fun team to watch when the ball's going in.
Brendan Stapp is in. Caden Clark comes out. He'll be done for the night. And Caden, a bucket. I don't know how many rebounds, assists, but Caden's one of those. Fill the stat line up. Rebounding, assisting, good defense. Free throw missed, offensive rebound for James Valley. Another three. Corral, no. Back to Christian.
You made a comment a couple possessions ago where somebody scored and said everybody who's played has scored, and that's cool. An issue for this team is does it matter what you score? When you have 8, 9 guys who can play, and you can play dominant basketball, doesn't matter if you get 20 tonight or 2 the next night. And I think this is the kind of team that it doesn't matter. Obviously, you draw energy when you score, but I don't think it matters.
Stapp nearly put it in, and Russell floated above the rim and tapped it home. So Ethan goes to 21 points. That was really graceful. Nice. There he showed his athleticism and his wingspan with that 6'7" frame, Dave.
There's a foul by Ellis. Ethan has 21, and you hate to say it was a quiet 21 because Malik's points just seemed like they were thunderous.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden here, he's got 21 points.
He got 9 of those at the line.
Yeah.
In the first half, right?
It's just he is going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
For most Class B schools.
Mm-hmm.
He can shoot that 3-point shot, run the floor, and is 6'7". That's just not too many B schools have a kid like that.
Clark with the rebound. Jackson out top, and Malik is back in. As is Abe Holscher. Caden Clark back in as well. And let's see Brendan Stapp. I mentioned that. He's nearly got a bucket down inside a moment ago, tapped away. And Stapp now checks out. So Stapp nearly made it 10 guys with that bucket that didn't fall. That would be in the books. Clark gets the inbound, a minute to go. Backdoor slip and the pass off the mark. And Jackson says, my bad. So the longest field goal this year from Jackson Isaacson, do you know?
I think 48, but I could be 46 maybe. There was one night that the night he made 2 or 3, and then he took a 50-yarder that just missed. It was right. Everybody thought it was in, and it was just a yard short.
Off to SDSU for the Jacks next year. Another 3 by James Valley. No. Stapp the rebound. Punched it ahead and on the run.
Josh Shoneman for 2.
And he gets in the books.
Your middle linebacker for 2, right down the middle.
No.
Josh really had a good year further on college playing football.
Here's Hood inside, little floater good. They need to get Stapp a point now, and everybody that played would have been with a bucket here. See if they'll work it down into him. 74-45, 18 seconds to go. Here's Brennan trying to get it into Stapp, and it's taken away. So that'll do it for the Christian scoring here tonight. Wallman wants another 3. He gives to Hood. He'll fire at the horn. Won't go. Jackson the rebound. Wow. Pardon me, Ellis again. Man, oh man. Oh man, oh
we'll
man.
Get him. We'll get
it figured out.
We
got to break quickly, Dave. We'll come back. Matthew Rohrbach going to join us. Don't go away. Our final here tonight, 74-45, Christian prevailing.
Hey, we're back at the Civic Arena post game. We got head coach Matt Rohrbach.
It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Joining here, Matt. You're real quick before we talk about the game. You join a very small fraternity of 3 head coaches at Aberdeen Christian.
Yeah, that's true.
How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. Honored. Yeah, I'm definitely honored to coach this team, and how many first-year head coaches have a chance to coach a squad like this? Unbelievable.
Yeah, they really are. We've been commenting, man. I think this squad is better than last year.
I would agree.
How do you see things?
I would agree. I think just our depth. I mean, you saw Joey go in there and score 9 points and just be a beast on the boards. Dude almost had a double-double, and he played, maybe like 15 minutes? I mean, that's ridiculous. We didn't have that last year, and he really came to play, so I was excited about that. And then Ellis Russell and Abe Holscher coming in and giving us great minutes as well. And what I was so proud about was the attention to detail out there. We had a game plan, and I really didn't see us deviate from the game plan the whole game.
That's good. I didn't make many threes early, and it didn't really seem to matter. You just kind of took what was there, and that kind of starts with Malik with the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about the growth. I mean, you could see the growth with him tonight. Yeah, last year, if maybe his shot wasn't falling, he maybe wouldn't be as aggressive to get to the hole or get his teammates into it. Tonight, you know what? My goodness, he was turning the corner on ball screens. He was getting into the middle of the lane. He was killing it out there. Unbelievable. Great performance from Malik.
Well, Rob kept the book here, and he had 17 points off the bench. I mean, has that probably ever happened in Aberdeen Christian history? 17 points off the bench. I mean, we don't know that, but that's just an amazing number.
That's a stat that we want to see all year long. Just people contributing. And I don't know if people might not know that are watching the broadcast tonight, but Connor Furman got hurt in the JV game. And, you add him to a squad like this, I feel like we're going to be tough to compete with, down the stretch when he gets healthy.
Yeah, that's we mentioned that earlier, that we're expecting to see him, and probably a couple weeks out with a sprained ankle, something like that. Next week, you might not hurt you any with the weather coming in the way it is. But.
Yeah, like we talked about in the locker room, next man up. Nobody's going to feel bad for us. We have an embarrassment of riches in some cases. So nobody's going to feel bad for us. And I felt like tonight we rallied around Connor. And obviously the whole team feels bad for him. He's a great teammate and brings great energy in practice. But I think he's going to be back this year. So, fingers crossed we dodged a little bit of a bullet there.
Good. Oh.
I'm sure this is working. Go ahead.
You know, I went to Brookings last night and watched your brother coach, and he's 1-0, and you're 1-0. Are you guys going to communicate much this year, you think?
Yeah, I would think so. He's definitely going to be tuning into our games, and I'll be tuning into his. So it's very, it's very exciting that he's not so far away. We could go watch a game or something like that if we want to. But
you look good in your debut, though. Look at the suit he has on. Wow.
Yeah, well,
that's nice.
You know what's funny is the kids always give me grief because I have no style.
You have style tonight.
So I told him that this year I was going to dress nice for him, and
so this is an all-year deal.
And this is going to be an all-year deal.
Nice.
Yep, I got a couple suits and I'm going to mix and match some dress shirts, and I'm excited.
David was always stylish, but you might have one-upped him here. No.
I try. So I told him, I said that was my goal this year was, I don't know what's going to happen, but I got to win the fashion show. So.
Well, I'm tickled to see you as a head coach. You bring a Aberdeen Christian tradition all together. You were there when we started the program. You're a leading scorer, and it's fun for me to watch you coach. I just be honest with you, it's super fun for me to. With that squad,
we've had some great memories.
It wouldn't matter if you had all this talent or not, but you are blessed with a lot of talent.
Appreciate that. We've had a lot of memories together, so it's definitely cool to see you in the broadcast booth. Being a part of our games.
I guess we should wrap up then, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah. Talmadge is probably chomping at the bit over there.
Yeah.
We have mini producer, Talmadge producer, and by the way, one more thing, mega producer Brent. Was playing summer ball or league ball, and he hurt his own. He's out right now.
Oh yeah.
Mega producer wrecked his hand.
Yes, he did. So we're missing him on our city league
mega
team,
producer tonight. Yes. So
good. Well, next week, weather permitting, we got a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, right?
We do. We got a busy schedule next week. Like you said, weather permitting. We got Warner at Warner on Tuesday, and then Leolda Frederick. I believe that is. Actually, that's here, right?
That's here.
Yeah, that is here. And then Saturday, we have a huge game against Del Rapids at the Roncalli Classic. They're a good team, rated number 3 in A basketball, so that's going to be a tough test.
Well, you look good tonight, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good luck down the stretch.
I'll
see you. I'll see you in January. Matt Rohrbach, the head coach. And that is